Welcome everyone to our July blog. I'm Dave Geary.
Hi guys, Daniel Hastings here, and Happy New Year.
Happy financial year.
For July 2019. As always, Statsman here has got a few things organised, and what have you noted there, Dave?
Oh man, I'm just going to talk about the amount of units being built in Wollongong. I know a lot of people are talking about it, how many are being built and what's happening there. So at the moment, it's an interesting stat about those units being built. About 12 months ago, the average median price was $599,000 for a unit in Wollongong. All right. So everyone's curious of the variation between then and now. Now it actually dropped in December 18 to $597,000, which is not a great drop, is it?
No, it's very
not
good.
At all.
Yeah.
But now it's back up at around $600,000. So really, it hasn't moved much at all. If anything, it's level pegged out.
Yeah.
So that's a really good, interesting stat. The other thing as well, over the last 12 months, everyone's thinking how many units are being sold. So there's been about 334 roughly units being sold.
Yep.
And if you look at the average between what's being sold, you're saying that 147 of them were sold between 400 and 600,000. And between 600 and 800, there was still like about, I think it was about 109 units sold. So pretty good numbers, really still in that range of where majority of these units are being built.
Yeah.
So, and a majority of them have been sold already off the plan. So if you look at the units coming out of the ground now, I'm sure there's only a small percentage of them that aren't sold.
And that should at least keep the supply issue that everyone's concerned about reasonably well in check. I mean, especially with recent improvements in the market and so forth.
Definitely, yes, definitely.
So yeah, good stuff.
And can I just say one other thing as well, is that if you look at the pricing, what's happened since 2000 to now, the average pricing for units back in 2000 was about 167,000. So it's gone to now, it's up to 600,000. Make sure that shows your real estate's still a good long-term investment.
Yeah, always should be considered long-term.
It should be. Yeah.
It's very rare you get something astronomical in the shorter term, in only a couple of years or something like that. So, very good. I guess as we touched on, some market improvement, and I think we spoke about it in our last blog. Certainly since the election, we have seen a comfortable pickup.
Definitely.
Certainly good inspection numbers increasing. Certainly seeing more competition, that second, maybe third buyer on occasion, showing some interest and a bit of competitiveness. But probably one of the big ones that we've seen of late is the auctions.
The auctions have improved dramatically. They really have.
Yeah, we've had 3 or 4 in the last 4 or 5 weeks, I think it is now, maybe 6 weeks. Where they literally, every one of them have gone under the hammer. So haven't had to worry about negotiations after or anything like that. Some of these auctions have had numerous registrations and at least a few parties getting their hand up as well. We had a very good auction last Saturday, which was the most recent one to note, and that was a listing by Vic and Angela Shalala down at Avondale. A bit over 4 acres, really unique, rare opportunity, good size 4 to 5 bedroom home depending how you set it up, pool and pool house adjoining, zoning which was some typical residential zoning, so with that land size you had a little bit of development potential for the longer term as well. And we had a good turnout, lovely winter's day I've got to say, which helps. And we had a situation where 2 people in particular went quite strong. Bit of negotiation that had to take place, but we were able to get it done under the hammer at 1.67 million. So certainly a rare one, which I thought was worth highlighting. It's not one which you're going to see every day of the week or every month for that matter. So really good sign, particularly something a little bit more unique and perhaps something that's not commonly available and therefore commonly searched for.
Especially in Worsley as well, because that average price down there is around that $450, the median price. So
absolutely. So I think it was a real testament to show what's going on in that current improvement. So again, if you're looking to sell, and I still think buyers should be comfortable too, because as we've touched on before, it's not the craziness that we saw a couple of years ago and for a few years prior to that. It's just a nice balanced situation. So it should be keeping most people happy at the moment, I reckon.
I agree. Yeah. It's a very, very balanced market. And since our last blog, it has improved. The amount of numbers that are coming to our opens have improved. So there's more people now taking consideration it's time to buy. And then a few vendors are a bit more confident now and going, okay, there's more buyers out there, we're going to sell.
Start to look.
So just looking at,
so
as you
starting
said,
to flow on.
It's a good medium market. Really
fantastic.
All right. I think that's a good one for the wrap. See you next time.
See you next time.